Greetings, folks. Before we even get started, because I know that somebody is going to complain about all the fan noise, and that's no doubt in this video. It's been kind of hot the last couple of days, and as a direct consequence, it's kind of hot in here too. You know, even though the air conditioning is on, it's never really done a whole lot in here, even without all the random piles of crap. That, yes, they need to be taken care of, but that's not the point. It's far easier to set up a whole bunch of fans than it is to get organized, to be quite honest with you. So that is the path that I have chosen. It's not even the point of this video. Some of you will know that I recently observed yet another year's worth of my existence, a couple of days ago in fact, as of the making of this video, and I've kind of dragged my feet on this as well, just like almost everything else. What did I get? I got some upgrades. You can see right now I'm kind of pushing the memory situation on this computer pretty hard. So I think that it's probably time, because this is normal. You can see the commit on that. Pretty bad. The actual memory usage ebbs and flows because I'm not actually doing anything with any of these open things yet. It's particularly bad. You can see it goes down once I close all of those Sony Vegas projects, but it's still up there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade, hello, to some bling bling, if you will, just because this happened to be what was available. This is not only a 32 gigabyte kit of memory, which on its own I really can't justify. You know, it's called organizing your tabs, but this is also faster memory. This is DDR4 3600 as opposed to the 3200 that's in here. Can my CPU take advantage of 3600? I don't actually know. I guess we're going to find out in this video. What I got to do first, I got to close everything that's open. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to update the BIOS on this. Clean up this mess that's sitting here and there, because I've got more upgrades coming. Okay, we're currently running F14C. I was going to save it. I don't think I will. Grab this file. Are you sure you want to update the BIOS? Yes. Alright. Looks good to me. This is the most up-to-date release as of the making of this video. You're now updating the BIOS. Hopefully it does not lock up. Although being a gigabyte board, it does have a backup BIOS. I don't really want to have to go through and redo a whole bunch of stuff. I find it interesting that it even tells you what kind of flash you've got installed for the ROM. 16 megabytes total. Which seems like quite a lot of ROM. Somebody who's used to old school computers like me. Okay, it just rebooted. I think it turned off and turned back on, which is normal behavior, I assume. See how long this takes to complete the power on self-test. I think I just saw some lights turn off. Nothing is happening. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, there we go. Kind of concerned me there for a minute. That's why I don't ever really like updating the BIOS on machines. Now this monitor is not picking up on it. Unless it just rebooted again. Yeah, it looks like it did. That's exactly what it did. All I want to do is go into setup. Okay, there we go. Please reconfigure your BIOS. Did it just reboot again? No, it didn't. Alright. I'm going to leave XMP turned off for now. And the reason why I say that is because I'm going to be changing the memory, so the XMP is going to change. I want advanced mode. I'm going to leave XMP alone. I'm going to make sure that SVM mode is on. Everything else should be standard in there. Like I said, I don't think I need to worry about too much of this other stuff. I'm not doing any overclocking. Wasn't doing any of it beforehand. So yes, as long as, for the most part, everything is good, which I think it is. Firmware TPM is on. Like I said, I don't think any of that has changed. So it should be okay to save and exit. Don't think anything else has been changed. I'll let Windows boot up. I should probably take this thing out and clean it, but I will be doing some more upgrades to this machine later on. Just reboot it again. Hopefully it can boot back into Windows. Okay, here it goes. This Philips monitor is really starting to tick me off. More than usual. So, yeah, there we go. We're back online with this. It's running. But now I'm going to shut it off because I'm going to pull the cover off. And change the RAM. Here is a look inside the beast. I'd forgotten that I put G.Skill memory in here. Thought it was T-Force, but I guess that's in something else. I'm trying to think if this board has got more than one NVMe. I think if it does, it's covered up by the video card, which is fine, doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and pull those RAM sticks out and put the new stuff in. I'm going to run it up temporarily with the one monitor attached, just to make sure that it completes the power on self-test. Then, I'm going to get my replacement monitor hooked up. Well, one of the two. So I'll run it up with one monitor, and then I'm going to get my monitor replacements in place, because I got some of those. I should take this and clean it out, but I'm not going to, because I do have more upgrades planned in the not-so-distant future for this, including but not limited to potentially a new case. I'm not sure yet, but time will tell. For the time being, I'm going to just change this memory out. There it is. Installed. There's power. So for our RGB, there it is. See if the computer does anything. Hopefully it does here in just a moment. I saw flashes on the keyboard. Here it comes. Alright. Good to go. Make sure that it sees all 32 gigs. Ah, 32768 running at 2400 megahertz without XMP turned on. So we're doing okay here so far. Now I gotta get my monitor changed out. There it is. Look at the size of this thing in comparison to the old one, which used to sit like right there, and that used to be what you would see. It's just so much more massive. This is a 27-inch LG. Hopefully it works forever, because I don't know if I'm really willing to spend the kind of money it would take to replace something like this, but at this point, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the XMP on, save and exit. We'll see if Windows starts. I'm certainly going to have to move this over a little bit, and then my headphones are kind of in the way of the monitor now. It's just I can't get over how freaking massive this monitor is. So, well, I don't think that's the primary, so we're going to have to fix that. There we go. I just can't get over how big that monitor is. Oh, it didn't look nearly that big until I put it there. Now I gotta replace this one. And there it is. The new monitor for my secondary side. This is, if I can go ahead and bring up the menu here, a Dell P2210H 22-inch monitor. Dwarfed in size by this thing, but I don't really need a large secondary monitor anyway. Interesting to note that this is the first time, I think ever, really, that I have not had a 4x3 monitor. That certainly changed. Still cannot get over how big this freaking monitor is. It's also quite a bit brighter, so obviously the backlight's in better shape than the old Philips, because I had the Philips maxed out at about 100, and I have this one set to 40 right now, and it's the same brightness roughly, maybe even a little bit brighter. So, I guess there's that. The color temperature is a little bit different, but there's probably not much I'm going to be able to do about that without sitting here for 20 minutes trying to adjust it so that it's perfect. I mean, you can certainly tell on video that this one's a little bit warmer, but I think I'm willing to let that slide. Who knows, I may adjust it. It might end up bothering me more than it has so far, but I think that's a pretty good upgrade. Not even at 50%. It'd be at 100%, basically, at this point, with the old RAM in place, which I've gone ahead, I've safely stored away. Might use it for a future project, I don't know. But for right now, I think we're good on this. So, there's your little memory upgrade. Stay tuned, there will certainly be more upgrades coming down the pipe for this. I do plan eventually to upgrade the CPU, because I think I can do a little bit better than a 5700G. I'm not using the Radeon graphics. I have a video card installed, so I could probably use that for something else. But gotta wait on that because I don't really need that right now. You can just wait for it. So, thank you for watching this video. I'll have to test the other inputs, make sure that they're set up right. But I don't think there's going to be a problem here, so if you got a comment, feel free to leave it below.